Hi there, beautiful world. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from tinahills.com, and today the topic of conversation is an Aries ascendant, a Capricorn moon, and a Pisces sun. So let's get started. You have your ascendant degree, or your rising sign is in cardinal fire masculine, ruled by Mars, the red planet, the planet of I do or action principle. And oftentimes it is linked to war and strife, but we will see that it is so much more than that. You have your moon again in cardinal earth, and although Capricorn is feminine because she's earth, there is a tremendous masculine vibe to Capricorn, okay, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And you have your sun in Pisces, which is mutable water. And it is ruled by Neptune, the higher octave of Venus. And ultimately, it is about the crucifixion of matter into spirit and the awakening of the crystals. So you have your ascendant degree, which is based pretty much the sum total of your being in 3D. And you have that in Aries. So the ascendant is the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth. And the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. The ascendant is how you look, your physical body, your preferences of style, design, the way you talk, all very many things encapsulated into one. Okay, it's you. That is the ascendant, okay? And it's how you look, how the world perceives you. So when you walk into a room with your purposeful Aries stride and the dominant look in your eyes, people can see that you are the archetype of the pioneer. You're the initiator, the trailblazer, the go-getter. You're not afraid of speaking what's on your mind, and you don't care who it hurts. You are not afraid of the chase. You're not afraid of staring someone down or intimidating an enemy. You are here to put your point across, even if it is antagonistic to a whole bunch of other people. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are this way, and you are this way because you're meant to go places where nobody will dare to go. Aries, you're ruled by Mars, and you're no coward, and you have adrenaline pumping because Mars gives you so much energy that if you don't know how to use this energy, it becomes a waste product. It becomes useless because it is just tremendous restless energy that is, sitting in your head and either making you angry or worried or stressed out. Virgo is your sixth house of health after all, and Virgo rules your nervous system and your digestion. So what you put in your mouth is very, very important. Otherwise, if you're not in a state of mental equilibrium, it could give you persistent acne, migraines, ENT issues, eyeglasses, so much. Because remember, Aries rules the head. So digestion, nervousness, head, you can make the linkage. Virgo is your sixth house of health, and Virgo can be the warrior. So that's something you've got to look at. Since Aries rules the head, this part is really important to you. Very well-defined features, sharp features, okay, sharp nose, prominent chin. And you like to do up your face, whether it be with blushers, highlighters, red lipsticks, or even red streaks to your hair. You like to accentuate your face, okay? And sometimes, most of the times, even women with this placement tend to keep their hair short because they're just more masculine. Even the way their bodies are built, more squarish, more masculine, more Martian. Okay, remember Mars is about combativeness, competition, okay? But it's not just that. The sole ruler of Aries is Mercury, which is Hermes. Hermes is about higher knowledge and higher wisdom. So the goal of Aries is actually higher wisdom, not just Martian combat. Okay, that's something we've got to learn. But Aries is the infant of the zodiac because it is the first sign of the zodiac. And when the soul enters Aries after the 29th degree of Pisces, a mini Big Bang takes place and everything is born anew. Think of what happens when the sun enters Aries. We have the spring and a promise of renewal. It's vibrant, it's youthful, it's colorful, okay, and that is Aries, okay, that is the beauty and grandeur of Mars ruled Aries. And remember, the placement of Mars will also show your anger. This can be very prone to violence and anger. So balance and empowering your Mars by exercise, eating correctly. Okay, so you have so much energy about you, restless energy. Working out or yoga is very essential. Empowering Mars. I do. You have to do. You have to take action with an Aries ascendant, okay? Otherwise, and you're so swift moving, you can fall, you can hurt yourself, but you pick yourself up and you continue, you know. But it's always very important to touch base with your emotions because Aries, you're not great at acknowledging what you feel or even verbalizing your emotional needs, and that can have you cold, that can leave you cold-hearted, okay? So that's something to work through. Also, remember that with an Aries placement, there could be a streak of selfishness because with infancy, you know, we expect infants to be selfish. They understand self-preservation. So as Stephen Farris, the eminent astrologist, says that the goal of Aries should be enlightened selfishness. It's very interesting because only then will you become the pioneer that you're meant to be. Now you have your moon in Capricorn. Now moon in Capricorn is definitely about endurance. Capricorn is a sign of winter. And moon does not do well in Capricorn because moon rules its polarity Cancer. So the moon is emotionally, and the moon is our emotions, our feelings, our everyday habit patterns, our mother, our childhood, nurturance, how we give it, how we take it. It's our cycles of menstruation. It's connected intimately to our intuition, our imagination, the feminine, the receptive principle. Okay, the womb, gestation, all of this is the moon. And moon in Saturn ruled Capricorn, it can't express itself. It's very dependable, tenacious, conservative, traditional. It is definitely very disciplined, prudent, ambitious. And it's a 10th house moon. So you definitely have to be very emotionally vested in what you do for you to truly become the unicorn. You know, Capricorn also has 3 archetypes: the mountain goat, the sea goat, and the unicorn. The mountain goat must climb the mountain symbolic of hierarchies in the physical world, and then the sea goat must understand the mystery of the Kundalini. And the sea goat is actually associated with Ea, the Babylonian god, who gave wisdom to humanity. And Ea was like Saturn, emotionally distant, cold. So Capricorn moon can have you grow up really quickly and take responsibility, maybe looking after siblings or caring for your cousins, or you even get caregiving, okay? When you grow up due to external or internal situations, you just grow up, okay? And you have to truly be a leader, okay? And interestingly, you understand limitations, and having a moon in Capricorn ultimately is about self-mastery and becoming that proverbial unicorn. But the journey is arduous. It's not easy because 3 of these signs not easy to deal with. In fact, Aries and Pisces are 2 signs that deal with death. You have to die in them to be reborn again. And the third sign of death is Scorpio. So, interestingly, even in Arabic astrology, the archangel of Capricorn, which is Azrael, holds the keys to day and night, symbolic of life and death. So Capricorn is very closely related to life and death, and it's deep mysteries of initiation. That's where the mountain goat is headed, to conquer the mountain, to conquer herself. And to even, Capricorn moon is definitely about resources and accolades, but after a certain point you have to let go of everything. Renunciation is also a big lesson when it comes to Capricorn moons. So it's not just about ruling corporations or being the leader, being the boss. The sign of Capricorn is so subtle and so profound that to truly understand its mysteries, we have to open our hearts to the teachings of Saturn. You have your sun in Pisces. Sun does not do well in Pisces. It's a very difficult placement. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Okay, the sole ruler of Capricorn is also Saturn. Sole ruler of Pisces is Pluto. Thereby you understand how you must die to be reborn again in Pisces. Now Pisces by itself is a very complex sign, because it is the last sign of the zodiac and oftentimes labeled as the dumping ground of the zodiac, where all the energies sort of enmesh together. So it's very difficult. It is a sign that's got one one eye. One fish is symbolic of the world of spirit, one fish is symbolic of the world of matter, and there's a constant tug and pull between them, the two fish swimming away in two different directions. Are we to stay here right now and stay in the world of matter, or are we going to go into the world of spirit? This is what's going on with the Pisces sun. The sun is your vitality, how you shine in the world, your leadership, your goals, your ambitions, not in the Martian sense, more in a soul purpose way. The sun is a sense of having a healthy ego, not like a super giant, red giant where you swallow up all the planets, not like a white dwarf and you can't provide enough warmth, but to be like our sun, healthy and life-sustaining. Okay, without the sun, life on earth wouldn't be possible. So that's what you need to do with your Pisces sun. Have a healthy sense of I am. And who are you? You are the archetype of the mystic. You're ruled by Neptune, the higher octave of Venus, where Venus is about personal love. Neptune is about all-consuming love. Love as the ultimate vibration of the universe. Pisces is was the age of Christ. And it's very symbolic of sacrifice, but it can also become a martyr. Having Pisces sun may also make you susceptible to escapism in terms of substance abuse. So that's something you need to work through, because your imagination is boundless. So working with your imagination is a huge plus point for you. Sun is also how you want the world to perceive you. So the world probably sees you more of an Aries type, going out, getting what you want. But you want people to see this soft side of you, this emotional, self-sacrificial, loving, compassionate side to you. And Pisces sun, you're definitely psychic and interested in healing. But don't forget you have a 12th house sun, which is very difficult. 12th house is death and losses, incarceration. But all of this also leads to spiritual awakening. So you have a 9th house moon, 10th house moon, you have to be really invested in what you do to get social recognition and to be acknowledged and recognized as the leader you are. And here with your 12th house sun, everything is confusing. Everything feels like before you build something, it dissolves. And through that, you will have to rebuild yourself many times to truly figure out who you are, because you're not an easy archetype to work through. It's complex and it's multifaceted. So leave me a comment if you liked what you heard. Subscribe, give me feedback. Hop over to my website www.tinahills.com to check out my readings and my merch. Thank you.